Good morning, everyone. It's Denise, and I'm teaching stretch and tone for today. Before we get started, a couple of things. You will need a yoga mat or a towel. We will be going to the floor. For one of the exercises, you'll also need an elastic band or a yoga band. Lastly, if you would like a yoga block, unfortunately, I don't have access to one right now, but I'll let you know when you want to use that, if you feel like that. Also, water nearby, and right now just think happy thoughts, and we'll get started from Israel here, back to you in the U.S. Okay, we're going to start out hip width apart, tucking our tailbone to the floor, zipping up the coat around to the belly button, then extend and elongate the spine, roll those shoulders back and down, keeping the neck nice and long and not a lot of tension in the neck. So from here, chin level, eyes at level, and just to start out, take a breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. We're going to start with our head and neck and look to the right side and hold. And center. And left side and hold. And center. One more time each side, and right. And center and left. And center. Now slowly, chin to chest, taking our time. We don't rush through any of these stretches or movements throughout the workout. And slowly lifting our chin up. Don't throw the head back, chin towards the ceiling, looking up. Doesn't have to, you're not taking your head all the way back. And again, slowly down, chin to chest. And slowly rise up. And back to center, taking our time. Ear to shoulder, chin to opposite armpit so your head is not back. And get that stretch on the side of the neck. Keeping the other shoulder down and away from the ear. And center. And switching sides. And center. One more time each side. And center. And last time. And center. We're going to shift all the way down to our feet. I have socks on right now, but if you're on a slippery surface, you can go barefoot. You can wear yoga socks, that's fine. From here, we're going to put the weight over the big toe, second toe, primarily think of pushing the floor away with the ball of the foot, and it's like taking a walk in place. And 1, 2, 3, 4 more, last 2. Now we're going to keep the left foot where it's at. We're going to work on that ankle a little bit. You can prop the big toe up on the floor as your modification and circle around slowly. This is your modifier. Or as we circle around the other way, I'm going to lift my foot up and really press into the floor with my supporting foot. And stepping down and shifting our weight. Again, pushing into the floor with that supporting leg and circle around. And then reverse. Again, just propping the big toe up on the floor as your modification. Good. From there, we're going to point and flex through that foot and ankle as we point. You can tap the floor. This is your floor. This is your modification. Coming up and over the foot, point. And then and flex the foot. Your heel can stay on the floor for your modifier. Otherwise, off the floor, up and over the foot, and then really underneath. And point, and flex, and point and flex, and last time, and step together, shifting the weight into the other side. So every time we shift the weight on that one leg, really think of using the ground, pushing into the floor with the foot, and then kind of to help stabilize kind of the inner thigh and the glute, just kind of a little squeeze on the muscles so that you can stay nice and balanced. And point, here's your modifier, flex, point, flex. Now I'm going to take it up and flex, point, and flex, and step together. Now the other thing which I don't have in this particular room is a chair. If you need a chair at any time that will help you balance and stabilize, please go ahead and use it. And again, I will let you know when you might need that. We're going to take it up to the shoulders, legs hip width apart, soften the knees, and just circle the shoulders slowly. Don't race through any of the exercises or stretches, taking our time and making it a little bit bigger. Arms are a little bit wider. Now from here, taking our time to circle back like it's a backstroke. 4 more. Last 2. And let's reverse it. And shoulders forward. Now let's make it a little bit bigger. Great. And again, like we're swimming and over. 4 more. Last 2. Good job. And again, the shoulders. Now you straighten those legs. Just bring them up slowly and down. And as you can see, we're voluntarily bringing those shoulders up to the ears. But during our stretching, when we're not utilizing a stretch in the shoulders, don't bring those shoulders up, but keep them relaxed. Last time, good job. From here, we're going to bring that arm across, modification, patting yourself on the back, holding on to the tricep area and just giving it a little push. Don't overdo, don't bring that shoulder up. Remember, trying to keep it down and away from that ear. Otherwise, making that L and bringing it across, keeping the shoulders down. Don't get the joints. And just breathe normally. Bring it down. Same thing, other side. I'll start with that modification. Then I'm going to go to the other exercise where we take it up a notch. And bring it down. For that tricep area, here's our modification. Patting ourselves on the back and bringing it up, pushing that tricep just a little bit, bending the knee slightly, tailbone to the floor, and hold it here. Elongate the spine from there. Now to take it up a notch, holding on here, and from there, turn your head. Give me a little side stretch, looking up at the ceiling. And down we go. Switching sides, modification right here. Otherwise, we're right here. Make sure that tailbone's down to the floor. Turning our head, little side stretch. And up we go. And from here, just open those arms wide and give yourself a hug. Open wide again and give yourself a hug. Now tailbones to the floor again. We're going to reach up, palms out, shoulders down, pushing up and away. Head level at this time. From here, tuck the tailbone under, belly button to spine, around the back, looking down at the floor, so chin to chest, pushing away with the hands and shoulders down and away from the ears. and release it, straightening up, coming all the way up, and repeat that one more time. This is one of my favorite stretches. I love it. And up we go. From here, shoulders down, open those arms, and circle the wrists outside, bringing them to center, circle towards the inside. Good. 2 variations here for the wrists and the forearms, and palms down and palms up, and keep doing that, taking our time. Or if you would like, when the palms are up and out, just a little press. Otherwise, palms down and up, and palms down and up. Good. And then shake it out. We're going to go to our legs, and then we'll put it all together. Parallel still, taking a step forward with the right leg. We're going to go into a runner's lunge, heel down in the back. So both feet are flat on the floor. Leaning and not hinging on this. And hands on the thighs, eyes towards the floor. And that stretch and hold. From the crown of the head to our tailbone, one nice line. Belly button to spine the whole time. Now coming up on the ball of the foot, coming to a vertical lunge position. Holding it here, then tuck that tailbone under, belly button to spine. So you're going to feel that stretch on the quad, on the front of that, on the big muscle in the front of the leg there. And you'll feel the stretches differently. Everybody's a little bit different. And then again, straighten the leg in that runner's lunge one more time, keeping the knee if possible over the ankle. But again, all the stretches should feel good to you. So modify where needed, because you shouldn't have any pain. It should just feel like a nice stretch. You feel those muscles getting stretched and worked a little bit. Again, we just gone into our runner's lunge on the other side. And I'm feeling this on my calf, and it feels amazing right now. Then I'm coming up and again into that lunge position, pushing my hips forward, belly button to spine, and hold. And I'm going to stand up, stepping together, still hip width apart. I'm going to bend the knee on my left leg, and I'm going to push back on my booty on the right. So that knee stays straight. And then I'm going to just put my hands gently on my upper thigh, because I'm going to feel that again. Right, I'm feeling it right now on my hamstring. Feels amazing. Keeping our head in line with our spine. And let's switch sides. Bent knee, straight leg, pushing back into your booty. Standing up. Now we're going to take it to the side where it's comfortable for you, bending that knee instead of back, more to the side, like you're sticking your hip out. And again, if you need a chair or something for balance, go ahead and kind of move that chair from side to side, or you can turn yourself so you can listen to me. And we're feeling it right in here, mostly. IT band, that knee glute gets a little stretch. And up we go to the other side. Right leg bent knee, left straight knee as we come out. And back up to center. Now we're going to go about shoulder width apart. Legs are parallel. Tucking the tailbone to the floor, zipping up, rounding those shoulders. Now as we come back, we're going to hinge at the hips. To the side, get those inner thighs. Again, keeping the head in line with the spine, chest lifted, so you're not down here. And sitting back, really pressing into the floor, especially with that leg that has the weight bearing leg, that with the bent knee. Enjoy that inner thigh stretch. And up, and let's go over and switch sides. Again, from the crown of our head to our tailbone is one line. We're pushing back towards the back wall with our tailbone. And up we go. From here, nice and tall, we're going to open up in the hips, make a teeny tiny V. And instead of pushing back, we're thinking of bringing that tailbone down, opening, flattening the inner thigh, knees are tracking over the big toe as we go into our plie series. So we're going to bring the arms up as we bend out those knees. As we straighten, we're going to come down with those arms and we're going to breathe throughout. We're going to inhale here. Again, go where it's comfortable for you and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Keep going. We have 4 more. Last 2. Now on this last one, we're going to hold it down. You can bring the arms down on your thighs or straight out and hold. And 8, and up we go. Shake it out a minute, just kind of shake that out. Now, we're going to go into our warrior 2. I'm going to make sure you can see me here. Opening up, knee over ankle, pressing into the floor. This leg is parallel, arms come out, shoulders down, and knee over ankle. It doesn't have to be as deep, or it can be up just a little bit where it's comfortable for you. Now reach, forearm on the thigh as we reach away and up. But make sure that shoulder's not here. Relax it. Keeping your head again in line with your spine. And opening and closing. So follow your hand if possible and just reach where it's comfortable for you, and then looking up at the ceiling, taking our time. And one more on this side. And then take our time, come up, and we're going to switch sides in our warrior 2. Hips forward, square it off, and reach, and stretch. Now we're going to open and close that book. And one more. And then up we go, and take our time, walk it back in. This is a time you're going to need your yoga block if you want to use it, and we're going to come to the floor. So take your time. Coming to the floor, I'm actually going to take my socks off here so I don't slip. And again, rolling those shoulders back, coming up, bringing one foot, our right foot on the floor, knee's going to come over the ankle. We're going to lean into this, and you have options here. You may keep one hand on the thigh, holding the yoga block, one hand on the yoga block, touching the floor, both hands on the floor if you would like, and keeping your head in line with your spine, looking a little bit at the floor. If you would like, tuck your toe, straighten that leg that's in back, and hold it here. And breathe. Now you can bring that knee down. As we come up, we're going to, you can stay where you're at, I'm just moving so you can see me. Hinge back at the hips, but keeping the head in line with the spine. So we're going to flex that front foot, hinge back, using the yoga block again if you would like, flexing that foot, hand on the yoga block, hand on the floor, both hands on the floor, just where you feel the stretch. Stop where you feel that stretch. Keeping, again, your head in line with the spine, you're looking at the floor so you can listen to my voice. And I'll tell you when to come up. And up we go. Taking our time, we're going to switch our yoga block over if you're using one. Left leg on the floor, leaning forward where you're comfortable, supporting yourself. Now, if you would like to, tucking that toe and coming up and holding it here. So find your comfort area where you're stretching and hold the stretch. And knee comes down. We're going to sit back, but belly bent to spine to protect that lower back. Flex the foot, coming back, holding onto the yoga block if you would like. Just where you feel that stretch and hold. So we're all different. And whatever works for you is the right way to do it for you, so you're not feeling any pain. Just a nice stretch. And up we go. Now, right now you can set the yoga block aside. We're going to come to all fours. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders, flat palms on the yoga mat or on the ground. We're going to go into cat-cow, just showing you a little bit there. Okay, and from here, belly bent to spine to start, and then up we go around that spine and cat, chin to chest, tailbone tucked under. We're going to take our time with these, and then release into cow, lifting that tailbone, lifting the chin just a little bit, and cat. And cow. One more time, and cat. And cow. Now come to our flat back, neutral spine, toes together, knees about shoulder width apart, sitting our booty, our hips back into our heels, going into child's pose. And walk those arms forward, forehead on the mat or your towel or whatever you have, and breathe normally. Think of pushing those armpits into the floor so you can really feel that stretch. Now we're going to walk our hands over to the right side, keeping our hips, booty down, and then bring our left hand on top of the right. Get that stretch on the right side, on the left side, sorry. Now let's take it over to the left side, taking your time walking it over, and then we're going to bring our right hand on our left, feeling the stretch on the right side. Now let's bring it all back to center. One last stretch through the back. Oh, this should feel so nice. And taking our time, walking our hands back to bring us back up. And then we're going to take a seated position on the floor. Now this is the time, again, you can use that yoga block. Go ahead and put it underneath you. Roll those shoulders again back and down. From here, the left hand's to the side. Right hand's going to come up, and we're just going to get that stretch all the way past the fingertips. Don't let the head just fall down, keeping the shoulder down and away from the ear. And back to center. Now we're going to round over like we're rounding over a beach ball where it's comfortable for you. Just hold it. And then scoop that arm up, turn, just a little spinal twist here, and open the chest up. Shoulder comes back, looking up at the ceiling. And coming to center and bringing that arm down. Let's switch sides. And over. And back up we go, and round it over. And scoop up, open, and looking up at the ceiling. And back to center. This is a modification here. We're going to stay here, palm out, hand behind the hip, turn. Nice spinal twist. And everybody can do this. We'll just keep it right here. And back to center. Other side. And back to center. Now I'd like you to come to your figure 4. From here, wherever that foot's comfortable, as you bring it in, nice and tall, turn towards the leg, keep that foot flexed, leading with our chest and our chin, and just walk to where you feel the stretch. It could be right here, could be on the shin area, could be ankle, wherever you feel the stretch, and hold it. And walk it back. We're going to switch sides. Same thing. Turn towards that leg, leading with chest and chin, and walk it forward. And hold when you feel the stretch. Looking down at the floor again, or at your leg. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. And let's walk it back. Now, bringing both feet to center, nice and tall, right up and over those sits bones. Elongate the spine, shoulders down and relax, leading with chest and chin. Where you feel comfortable, just walk and hold. And eyes gazing forward. Walk it back, staying right here, picking up that right leg, holding gently onto that leg, elongating the spine, shoulders down and relaxed. And bring that leg out. Let's switch sides. You can hold here, you can hold on a little more. And go ahead and relax. Now, if you have that yoga strap, you're going to want to bring that to your side. You can take out the yoga block if you need it. Set that aside because we're going to go on our backs to the floor. So I'm going to come at a diagonal for you. You're going to bring that left or right foot in, putting that strap around the instep, head down on the floor. It's hard to see all of me right now, but just listen to what I'm saying, keeping the foot flexed, the non-working leg, knees up towards the ceiling, foot flat on the floor, and just hold it. Just choke up on the bench where it's comfortable for you. Then let it go a little bit and point and flex and point and flex. One more time, point and flex. Bring that knee into the chest. Now, extend both legs and hold. Then we're going to go into our windshield wipers. We're going to come across the body, and then you can switch hands if you want and open. Again, just where it's comfortable for you. Taking our time. Now on this next one, as we come across, we're going to hold and keeping the foot flexed. Head can come up, looking up at the ceiling, or you can turn your head the opposite way of that leg and hold it here. Now open, bring that arm out and looking away if you'd like, or up. Bringing that leg back in, bring both legs in, take the band off, set it to the side, holding lightly on to right below the knee on the shin and around. Stirring the pot. Another way. Now set that foot down and we're going to switch sides. So it's going to come up and over the arch of the foot, lost it there, put it back on, and head down and extend. From here, point and flex, point and flex. Last time. Good. Now bring that knee into the chest for just a moment. And extend both legs. Hold. Now our windshield wipers across and open. Taking our time and across and open. Keep going. One more time like that, across and open. Now this time as we bring that leg across, we're going to hold it. Should feel really nice. And open and hold it. And let's bring both legs back in, taking the band off, setting it aside. Once again, lightly holding on below that knee and around, not on the knee, below it. And reverse it. Good. Both feet on the floor. And lifting the right leg, flexing the foot, crossing it over. Now here's your modification. You can stay right where you are and gently give a little push, just a little pressure onto that inner thigh to get the stretch. Otherwise you can lift both legs, thread the needle, hold on underneath the knee on the hamstring area, and lift the tailbone, belly button to spine and get that stretch. And release it. Bring that leg down. Let's switch sides. Same thing. Our modification or lifting, threading the needle. Heads on the floor. And let's bring both down. Now, our legs are going to be hip width apart. Arms are going to be to our side, out a little bit like a little V. Palms on the floor. We're going to tuck our tailbone, belly button to spine. Not a big bridge, a little bridge, lifting the tailbone to the ceiling. So a little bridge. So we're not up here. We're just really keeping that spine nice and level. And then one vertebrae at a time, coming down to the floor, tailbone coming down last. Don't get totally relaxed here because we're going to tuck the tailbone and bridge back up. And very slowly coming down one vertebrae at a time. One last time. Tuck the tailbone up, it goes to the ceiling. Bridge right here, keeping our shoulders and our head and neck relaxed on the floor. And slowly release it all the way back down. From there, we're lifting our legs, flexing our feet. You can hold underneath the knees. We're going into happy baby, or you can hold in on those insteps. I'm going to hold underneath the knees and just rock from side to side, getting a nice massage on that back. Feels good. Couple more times. Enjoy it. Good. And back to center. Feet come down. We're going to straighten those legs. And this is your time at the end of class to just relax. Dim the lights if you want to. And go to that happy place. Just get rid of all tension in the body. Clear the mind so you can start your day just with an open mind, nice and refreshed. So palms up. Head down. Kind of wiggle around. Kind of get into your happy place to where you feel comfortable. So we're just thinking of sinking the whole body into the floor, working with gravity, and breathe. Now close your eyes and just listen to my voice. We're going to release all tension in our body. So think of sinking into a nice mattress, soft pillow. If your happy place is at the beach, into the sand. Again, working in with that gravity. And as we release tension up our body, think of everything getting heavier as we go from the toes all the way past the fingertips. Breathe. And from here, release tension in those toes. And then past our feet. Past our ankles and our calves. Release the tension past the knees and the thighs. Feel those feet and your legs just sink into the floor. So heavy, all tension gone. Breathe normally. Now release that tension from our glutes, our lower back, and our middle back, our upper back. Past our shoulders, we're just sinking into the floor. Now past our neck and our head. Feel all that tension gone and breathe. Now release that tension from our upper arms, past our elbows, past our forearms, and last, past our wrists, hands and fingers. You're just melting into the floor and breathe. Now a little change. If you want to, you can put your hands over your ribs so you can feel the expansion. Otherwise, just keep them by your side because they should be so heavy right now. Think of your diaphragm, your chest like a balloon. As we inhale through the nose, it's going to expand. As we exhale, we're letting it all sink back in. Nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. One more time like that. Inhale through the nose, nice expansion. And exhale through the mouth. Go back to normal breathing. Now very, very slowly, doesn't matter which side, start coming into that fetal position. Slowly, slowly, taking our time, knees bent on our side, palm of our upper arm on the floor. Just stay there and breathe. We're taking our time right now. And very slowly, bringing yourself back up to that seated position. Take your time because you should be very relaxed. At this point, you can come to a cross-leg position or legs straight out, whichever is comfortable for you. Then, tailbone to the floor, shoulders rolled back. Elongate that spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone, one nice line. From here, let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. You should be nice and relaxed. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day, and I hope to see you next